In Chapter 9, International Trade, we will start the session with the concern related to international trade. International trade, though this is mutually beneficial to the nation, if international trade leads to regional specialization, higher level of production, better standard of living, availability of goods and services worldwide, equalization of prices and wages, and diffusion of knowledge and culture. If this happen, then international trade is beneficial for countries of the world. But sometimes this is not happening. There are some concerns which are related to international trade. Very first, international trade lead to dependence on other countries. Sometimes uneven level of development also takes place, exploitation and commercial rivalry leading to the war. These are the something which are caused by international trade, as this is happening between India and China. There is a political, economical rivalry between India and China due to the international trade. Both of the country wanted dominance in the field of international trade across the world. International trade also have impact over the environment. International trade can impact everything from environment to health and well-being of the people across the world. This also replenish the natural resources faster than ever. Since the time international trade have been expanded, as countries compete to trade more and more, production is increased, and the use of natural resources have been spiral up. Resources are getting used faster than they can be replenished, and result is marine life in the ocean is also disturbed. Forests have been cut down, river basin have been sold off to private drinking water companies, multinational corporation trading oil as well. Pollution also happening because of international trade, as you have been told, there is a replenishment of natural resources. Multinational companies like oil companies, gas companies, are mining, pharmaceutical industry, agribusiness industries are keeping their operation at all the cost. They are expanding their operation at every cost and creating more and more pollution. Their mode of work does not follow the norms of sustainable development, and result is environmental and health problems. Because if the organizations are geared only toward the profit making, and most of the country are busy in profit making trade, which result environmental and health concern in this case are not addressed, then this could lead to a serious impact in the future. Now, international trade are done by the ports. That is why the gateway of international trade are considered ports. Ports, these are gateway for international trade. These are the chief gateway for the world of international trade. Harbors and ports, cargo and traveler pass from one port to another port, from one part of the world to another through these ports. And this is the reason these ports are considered as gateway of international trade. The reason for calling gateway for ports as gateway for international trade, these ports provide facilities like docking, loading and unloading, storage for cargo. Apart from that, the port authorities make arrangement for the maintaining navigable channel, arranging tugs and barges, provide labor and managerial services. One more thing, the importance of port can be judged by the size of cargo and the number of ships handled by a port. The quantity of cargo handled by a port is an indicator of the level of development of its hinterland. And there are different types of ports across the world. The types of ports can be classified on different bases. Port can be classified on the basis of cargo handled by the port, on the basis of location of the port, on the basis of the function of a port. Generally, ports are classified according to the types of traffic they are handled. On the basis of cargo handled by the port are industrial. Industrial ports are those ports which are specialized in handling the bulk of cargo like grain, sugar, oil, ore, chemical and other industrial material. Commercial ports are those ports which handle cargoes and products which are packed and manufacture goods and handle passenger traffics. Comprehensive ports, also the kind of cargo ports. Comprehensive ports are such ports which handle the bulk and general cargo in large volume. And in the world, most of the ports are comprehensive ports. On the basis of location, ports can be inland and outport. Inland ports are located away from the sea coast. They are linked to a sea through a canal or a river. Such ports are accessible to flat bottom ship or barges. For example, Manchester is linked with a canal. Memphis is located in the river of Mississippi. Rhine is also an inland port which is located at the Rhine River. Mannheim, Duisburg, as well Kolkata, which is located at the bank of Hooghly River, is also a inland port. Outport are those ports which are located in the deep water, built away from the actual port. These ports serve as the parent port by receiving those ships which are unable to approach them due to large size. Athens in Greece is Athens is in Greece is a main port, and Piraeus is an outport which helped the Athens for handling large and big cargoes. On the basis of function, ports can be classified as oil port. Oil ports are those ports which deal in the processing and shipping of oil. Maracaibo in Venezuela, Ashkira in Tunisia, Tripoli in Lebanon are tanker port. These are oil port. Abadan on the Gulf of Persia is also a oil port which is considered as a refinery port. Port of call are those ports which are originally developed as a calling point on the main sea route where ships used to anchor. Ships stop over here for refueling, watering, taking food item. Later on, they develop into commercial port. These are the such port which were in the very beginning. They were helping port for the ships on their journey, but now they have been converted into commercial port like Aden, Honolulu, and Singapore are the good example of port of call. Packet stations are generally called ferry port. Ferry port, these are the package stations which are exclusively concerned with the transportation of passenger and mail across water bodies covering short distances. These stations occur in pairs which are located on the two different sides of a water body. Dover Port in England and Calais Port in France are located at the two end of English Channel. Dover in England and Calais over the France are the packet station. Entry port are the collection centers where goods are brought from different countries for exports. Singapore is an entry port of Asia. Rotterdam for Europe. Copenhagen for the Baltic region are the example of entry port. Naval port, these ports which have only of strategic importance. These ports have warship and handle navy based ship, and they repair workshop. Kochi and Karwa in India are the example of naval port. Thank you.